Hi everyone. In today's short lesson, we will learn about the importance of principal schemes to be made at the beginning of each project because they show us the technical solutions to the investor's requests regarding the installations. We need to think about these solutions at the beginning of the project before we start drawing the plans. Anyone who looks at those schemes will understand the whole project without having to look at the rest of the plans. It helps us to have a clear view of the project from the beginning. Let's see here what the solutions for this hall is, for the solutions to ventilate it. Let's see here the truck repairs hall ventilation scheme, where the air is supplied through two ducts mounted near the exterior walls with grills, with supply grills mounted on them, okay, like this at 45 degrees, okay. And in the middle of the hull we will have an exhaust duct with the exhaust grills mounted underneath it. The air will have a movement like this, okay. The whole hull will be ventilated, okay. Here we have the bathroom ventilation scheme, where the air is exhausted through a roof fan and through exhaust valves, okay, mounted in the upper part of the bathrooms. The air that will be exhausted from each bathroom will be adjusted by manual dampers mounted on the duct before the exhaust valve. Okay, the exhaust air will be collected through duct and exhausted in the exterior through this roof fan. And the supply air will be transferred through grills mounted in the access doors, in the lower part of the doors, okay. Here we have the boiler room ventilation scheme, where the air is supplied through a grill mounted in the exterior door, and the air is exhausted through a duct mounted fan, and similarly to the bathrooms with a valve and a manual damper. And on the exterior wall we will have an exhaust grill. Here it is the director's office, accountancy, dining, reception and kitchen ventilation scheme, where the air is supplied from the air handling unit through diffusers mounted in the upper part of the room, and exhausted to the air handling unit through diffusers. The amount of air that will be supplied and exhausted will be adjusted by dampers mounted in the plenum boxes of the diffusers. Here we have the storages, office and air hive ventilation scheme, where the air is supplied and exhausted similarly to the last one, to the accountancy director's office scheme. Here in the dressing room and shower drawing, we supply air in the dressing room from the air handling unit through a diffuser, and we will exhaust it through a roof fan, okay, and through valve and and damper and the manual damper. The highly vitiated air we will want to be exhausted through roof mounted fan and not through the air handling unit. The kitchen ventilation scheme, it's similar to the dressing room and shower scheme. Okay. The air is supplied through the air handling unit and exhausted through a roof fan. And like I said before, we don't want highly vitiated air to be exhausted in the air handling unit, because when we preserve the heat from the exhausted air and pass it to the supply air in the heat wheel, there is the possibility that the odors from the exhausted air to pass to the supply air, and this is the reason why we use roof fans for the highly vitiated air. In the next lesson we will begin to draw our project, and we will use the solutions from these schemes.